Have you ever been in a situation where you worked really hard all off season, preparing for the season? You finally get to training camp, everybody's excited, and then your star athlete goes out with an injury. If you can relate to that situation and you want your athletes in action instead of on the bench wrapped in ice, you might want to listen to this. I'm Brian Reynolds from Thunder Sports and Fitness, where coaches come for practical strength and conditioning advice. Every year, hundreds, if not thousands of athletes are missing valuable practice time and playing time due to injuries that can be prevented. There's really only two reasons why your athlete may suffer a rotator cuff injury. Number one, they're probably doing too much. That means they could be overtraining and suffering an injury to the shoulder due to tendonitis or swelling or just overuse. And number two, they're just simply not prepared. They don't have the mobility or the strength or the stability in the joint to keep it safe and to keep it healthy. Today in this video, I'm going to give you 3 rotator cuff injury prevention exercises that are very simple to introduce. They don't require any equipment. And the best part is you don't have to come up with some extravagant rotator cuff injury plan. So if you're finding that some of your athletes are getting injured and it's not related to overtraining or overuse, you really just need to do one simple thing, which I'm going to talk about at the end. So here's the starting position for your first exercise. The hands are chest level, the elbows are up in line with the shoulders, and you're just going to want to make sure you're doing both hand positions. So in this picture here, you have the right knuckles facing the chest, the left knuckles facing away. Just make sure after 30 seconds you switch sides so you're getting both angles. Once you've got the right starting position, this is very simple. You're just going to instruct your athletes to try to pull the hands apart as hard as they can without breaking that lock on the fingers. Your next exercise is definitely an oldie but a goodie, push-ups, 3 hand positions. So the first position is your traditional push-up. You got the weight on the toes and the hands, the fingers are forward, and you're going through your full range of motion. Just keep in mind, for any one of these, you could do a modified push-up from the knees if your athlete is kind of struggling with the technique. But your second position is fingers out. Again, taking a little bit of rest in between each set of 5 if necessary. And then finally, your last position is fingers in, palms out. Again, going through a full range of motion every rep. For your final exercise, you're going to have your athletes stand with their backs against the wall. So the shoulders, the back side of the hands, the forearms, and the rear end are all ideally going to be touching the wall in the starting position. Once you've got the right starting positions, your athletes are simply going to raise their arms as high as they can overhead, fully extending the elbows while trying to keep those body parts in touch with the wall. That's the hard part, especially paying attention to the back side of the hands and also the forearms. Just try to instruct them to keep those body parts in touch with the wall throughout the range of motion. So if you're a coach that works with athletes that do repetitive overhead movements, such as in football, quarterbacks, baseball players, softball, swimming, volleyball, I only want you to do one thing. Take those exercises that I just gave you and include them in your warm-up session before your strength training or even before your practice. It's as simple as that. Watch this video a couple times, make sure you know how to instruct your athletes on proper technique, and then make sure that they're doing these exercises before they train a couple days a week. And that's it. If you liked this video and you know another coach that may be able to benefit from this information, please send them a personal email with this link telling them to check it out. You're going to be helping them out a great deal. You're also going to be helping me out. If you haven't subscribed to my mailing list yet, you can do that right here at the top of the screen. You just click on that, go over to the website, and sign up so that you don't miss a thing. Lastly, if you really liked this video, leave me a comment down at the bottom section of this page. Tell me what you thought about this video, and also let me know how confident you are that you're going to start implementing these exercises with your athletes before your next strength training session or before your next practice.